Hey there, I am Blue Knight, and this is a commentary for the Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2, Rise of the Witch King expansion pack. I just had to say the full name. This is a 4 versus 4 game on a map called Nandahirian, and let's just unpause the game and get it started. So this game is actually played on the unofficial 2.02 patch, and let's just go through the lineup quickly. So of course, since it's a 4v4, there are actually 8 players here. So on the right side, we have Bushit, who's playing as goblins. Here at the front. At the back, we have Mental, who's also playing as goblins. In the northeast, we have Migrim, who is playing as Mordor. In the southeast, we have Valencia, who is playing as goblins as well. And that's the first team. In the second team, we have Striker, who's playing as Mordor here at the front. At the back, we have another Mordor player, Skunk. In the northwest, we have Dwarves, and this is Lazarus playing as Dwarves. And in the southwest, we have May Shadow playing as Angmar. So there's probably going to be a lot of action in this game, or so I've been told from what I've been reading on this replay. So for now, let me just go through what each player is doing. So we can see here at the front, Bushit's already got 2 goblin caves up. He's obviously planning on getting a really nice spam going. We already see the first group being prepared. I'm just quickly switching around. I see a number of these goblin players just have a simple tunnel to the goblin cave set up so that they can get a really fast spam going. At the back here, it looks like we have 2 tunnels. I wonder if a goblin cave is being built somewhere else. It's possible. Maybe is it this player? No, that's yeah, that's Bushit. So no, I don't know where the goblin cave is being built for this player, but it's probably somewhere. Yeah, it's common in these kinds of situations for players to build forward production, unit production building, so we'll probably find it in a second. We already see some units got to the center. We see this inn is being taken right in the center, and let's see what else is going on. We're taking an outpost is being taken, and here we have work pits. So the Mordor player put his work pits up ahead so that he can minimize the distance to the enemy base and keep up the pressure that way. We have goblins heading south. So far, things are proceeding pretty smoothly early on in the game. We have a bunch of unit production buildings up in the front, and everybody's just getting set up, getting their buildings. And it looks like there's already a little bit of fighting going on, just a small skirmish here in the center. So like I said, this game is on the unofficial 2.02 patch. This is a community-made patch on gamereplays.org. If you're watching this on YouTube, gamereplays.org basically has a section that's dedicated to the Rise of the Witch King. There you'll find a community of players, particularly 2.02 players. 2.02 fixes a lot of the balance issues and bugs in the last official 2.01 patch. So it's definitely a patch I highly recommend checking out. Okay, so let's just get back here and see what's going on. So we see here a lot of units are being produced. Now, as you've noticed, a lot of the factions at play here are spam factions. We've got Mordor, we've got Angmar, we've got actually a couple Mordor, a couple goblins. So yeah, we're definitely going to see huge numbers of units in this game. And really, we only just have dwarves, the only good faction in the game. By good, I mean men, elves, and dwarves are considered the good factions, and they're not really spam factions. They tend to have more expensive units. So yeah, there's just going to be a huge number of units. And we see here that the dwarven mineshaft that was built up ahead here has already been destroyed. We have, here we have a Hall of Warriors, and we have Guardians being built, and there's another big battle going on over here. We have the Eye of Sauron buffing these units. So there's already quite a bit of action going on. And here there just seems to be massive numbers of troops being produced right here. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot going on already in this game. I'm going to have trouble keeping up with all this because there's just stuff's happening everywhere. I'll be jumping around a lot, and hopefully I don't miss out any important things that happen. And the only way I can really avoid missing things out is by jumping around a lot. And oh, we have a builder. That's not good. Oh, that builder was left up ahead. That's definitely not a good position to be in. Builders can be kind of expensive early in the game. I mean, you can certainly afford them, but I think the biggest issue of losing a builder is that it slows down the rate at which you're constructing your buildings. So, you know, that can have an impact early on in the game as you're getting yourself set up. But it can be really hard to manage in this kind of situation. I mean, there's so much going on. Look how many units are all over the map. It's very easy to lose a unit without even noticing until it's too late. Here we see these orcs trying to counter this offensive. And we have some orc archers. Those goblins are not gonna have they're not gonna have a chance with those orc archers there. But it looks like they're retreating. And look at this. Wow, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goblin caves. They can't be all by the same player. Let's see. Yeah, we have Mental and we have Bullshit. So it looks like they each... Do they each have... I think Bullshit has 2 of them. Does Mental have 4? Yeah, he does. So he's got a very, very large number of goblins. He can really keep up the pressure with that. We're just going to see crazy numbers of troops, like I said. Now, let's see. Okay, so let's just see who's controlling the key building. So this outpost is under the control of, well, it's not really telling me. Hang on. There we go. Megrim is controlling this one. And I think he's a Mordor player here. Yes, and he's got production buildings up near it as well. Down here, we have a signal fire, which is still not taken. There is a fire drake guarding it, which can be really annoying, especially when you have a bunch of weak units like orcs and goblins. It can be tricky to actually take this when the fire drake is breathing fire at you. And the inn has been destroyed, which is probably a good idea because otherwise they can just spam units from it. And right now, though, it's under the control of Bullshit. So it looks like the right team has control over 2 of the buildings already, and the third one's still not in control by anybody. Okay, so it looks like the dwarves are building a hearth to heal nearby allies here. And we have Haradrim Lancers. This might be interesting because, of course, they're cavalry and they're very effective against swordsmen and archers. And there happen to be a lot of swordsmen and archers out on the field, so this could actually be quite helpful. Of course, they're also kind of expensive. You don't want them getting stuck in a giant army of goblins like this either, so you have to be careful when you take them out. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Already, it looks like this team is really pushing hard, the team on the right. I mean, just look at the number of caves here. And we have 2 more caves. Look at this. It looks like Bullshit built 2 more as well. So now both of them have 4 caves. And no, there's more. Mental's building another one. Another 2 caves. So, oh, this is going to be insane. Of course, goblins are very cheap to produce. So you can actually produce a lot of them at once, assuming you have enough command points to pull it off. Now, I haven't really had a chance to switch between the players to take a look at all the powers that are in play. It's kind of hard to do that, though, because there's 8 players. So, you know, we can see that Skunk, who's playing as Mordor, he's got Tainted Land, and I have Sauron. And we've got Valencia's got the Cave Bats. I'm just going to quickly go and see what everybody picked. Again, we have Tainted Land from Bullshit. I have Sauron and War Chant for Megrim. And we can see those Lancers are really attacking a lot, but they're losing a lot of troops. That's the problem. Even though they're dealing with, they're supposed to be good counters against swordsmen and archers, but if there's that many of them, you can easily get stuck in the middle of the army and just get destroyed. Okay, so again, Striker has Tainted Land, and there's looks like a Dwarven Builder is moving up as well. Okay, now we're back to observing all players. Did I miss somebody? Lazarus, Dwarves, Rallying Cry. It's pretty normal. Did I go through Mental? I can't even remember where I left off. I don't think I did. Yeah, so Mental has War Chant, and then actually he just got 10 power points, and he picked Scavenger. All skills are an extra resources, so that's pretty useful. It's a nice passive ability. Passive abilities are always fun because they're always active, of course. Oh, and we have a Fire Drake here. Uh-oh. Oh, a lot of goblins could get burnt here. Yeah, they're gonna get destroyed by that Fire Drake. The goblins need to move. Oh, the damage is already done. That's not a good situation. Anyway, May Shadow has quite a few powers. They're all cheap powers. That's why there's 3 of them. So we have War Chant, we have Snowbind, and we have Fell Wind. So that's interesting. And let me just go back to observing all players so we don't have the annoying fog of war. If I can figure out how. Okay, there we go. Let's just see what's going on over here. We have a Troll and Wolf Den. We've got lots of cavalry again. We have Thrall Masters with Wolf Riders. And just lots of units being produced here. There's a lot going on here. There's a battle. And oh, this army's surrounded. This army's surrounded. That is a bad situation to be in, but they're kind of cheap units, so it's not really the end of the world if you lose them. Still, you know, it's never fun to lose some units. And we have the Mouth of Sauron, who is already level 4. See, there's so much happening, it's really hard to keep up with all this. Actually, we have 2 Mouths of Sauron. One's level 3 and one's level 4. And, of course, level 4 you have the Doubt ability as well, which reduces enemy armor and damage and nullifies enemy leadership. So, you know, these heroes are leveling up very fast. The Dwarven player also managed to get a battle wagon, which is going to be very useful, taking out all these goblins and orcs. And now let's just see what else is going on. Yeah, this is just insane what's going on in this base. So many caves. We're just going to see tons of units. Of course, there's a point where you hit your command point limit and you can't really produce anymore. Let's see if Bouchet, for example, is over there yet. 397 out of 558. He still has a little bit of space and he's got some resources to build. He might be saving up for something bigger, though, like a hero. And where was Mental? Because he also had a huge number of... oh, and we have Spider Riders as well. So Cavalry are starting to be played a lot because of all these swordsmen. There's very few pikemen on the field, so it just makes sense. But again, you can still lose Cavalry very easily. Right, so Mendel has a very high command point limit right now, 800, and he's keeping it, his army close to that, so that's a good situation to be in. And let's see, this Sarajan Palace is level 3. That's interesting. And we have these Spider Riders here, just moving around, trampling things. Okay, over here, oh, that's a large army as well of goblins. And so for a second I thought they were heading, I think they're heading this way. Are they attacking this side or are they on this team? I think they're from the other team, yeah, judging by the color. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this outpost is down. That's good because you don't want to let a player control an outpost that's actually working for very long, because the resource output for outposts is ridiculous. And let's see, what's this signal? The signal fire hasn't been taken either. Not really a big surprise right now. Okay, and this outpost is still in play, so that's not good. And who's controlling it actually? It's Valencia, so the other team might want to destroy this outpost as soon as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be a really big problem. And here, yeah, we have Megrim who controls this outpost. Okay, and again, we have a big battle. So here we see these orcs have just been surrounded by goblins from all sides. And they basically have no chance, obviously. And we have Harajim Lancers that showed up, though. Although they're running right through the middle, they might be able to get out, though. And oh, we have an attack troll. Although the attack troll lost a lot of health already. There's the Mouth of Sauron just charging with the Lancers. Okay, so we got Snow Trolls. And another mounted Thrall Master with Wolf Riders. Although I don't see any Wolf Riders, so he must have lost them. Let's see what else is going on here. We've got lots of Spiderlings. We've got half-troll swordsmen. So this is progressing pretty quickly. And there's lots of Spider Riders, so there's just lots of cavalry being played at this point. Try to counter all this cheap infantry. We have a few Easterlings here trying to probably deter some cavalry units. Are they on the same team here? It's hard to tell. There's so many players going on. Okay, well, anyway, they're using their bows. And the Lancers charged right through. Yeah, there's lots of cavalry now. So we're definitely seeing a change in the way this is being played. And we have Men of Dale. They've actually been built. They weren't summoned. We have King Dane, who's still level 1. What else do we have? More archers. Well, this outpost is being destroyed. That's definitely good. But there's phalanxes around here. That's going to be tricky. He needs to get his cavalry out of there. Can't really go that way. He's going to have to go all the way around. Okay, so let's see. We've got Dark Rangers in play as well. And again, I can never keep track of who's on which side. But this is an ally over here, so they're not actually attacking this base. Obviously, we have Spiderlings, but they have no chance against these Lancers. Okay, and this is, yeah, there's so many goblins here, and there's a bunch of these caves are level 3, which means they'll produce goblins even faster. It's pretty crazy. It really is. It's definitely interesting to see. And here we go. We're gonna have another battle. These trolls can take out quite a lot of goblins. but if they're on low health, although we have 3 of them, so if this one dies, you still have more. But those spider riders are going to be aiming for those trolls. Let's see. Oh, we have Fell Wind being used on a lot of troops. I think that's Shelob over there. Yep. We got lots of trolls everywhere. Trolls of trees, and we've got the half troll, or the hill trolls rather than the half trolls from Angmar. And we have wights being summoned, and we have a drake. And that drake is just destroying. It's going to destroy everything really if it attacks. Okay, so let's just move around the map again. Oh, and this is a lot of units. They can do a lot of damage here. Let's see what they're doing. Alright, so we have Men of Dale protected by these phalanxes in porcupine formation, just taking pot shots from a distance. And here we have the big army showing up. Well, let's see what happens here. So there's just so many goblins and swordsmen pretty good against pikemen. Even though obviously these are very weak swordsmen, but there's just so many of them. But the Men of Dale are also very good archers. But then of course there's all these spider riders who are also all shooting, so there's a lot of damage potential here from the goblins. And we have Gothmog, who just got summoned by the looks of it. And what do we have over here? Just lots of cavalry fighting and the fire drake burning everything. It's definitely doing well. These snow trolls and the wolf riders are trying to take out the fire drake. And they might succeed because there's quite a few of them. And they can tank a lot better than the goblins can. Okay, so the fire drake is down. Now let's see, we've got, yeah, just lots of armies moving all over the place. And this is just crazy what we're seeing here with this goblin spam. The team on the right has definitely been keeping up the pressure in a very strong way. So let's see, we've got Easterlings. Again, very few Easterlings have actually been on display this game, even though there have been a lot of cavalry. It's a lot easier, of course, to spam orcs and goblins than it is to spam Easterlings, but yeah, the Easterlings will definitely be helpful at deterring cavalry charges if they're placed correctly. Okay, so let's see, we have a couple of heroes here. We have Gorkill, who's level 3. Again, we have Shelob. And we'll see a couple of copies of these heroes, of course, because there's so many Mordor and Goblin players playing right now that we're just going to see multiple Shelobs, multiple Gorkills. It's expected. We have a Mountain Giant, or actually several Mountain Giants. They're trying to attack this army by the looks of it. And are there more caves being built? It always feels like every time I come back here, there's more than... Oh, something happened. I'm not sure where it happened, but there was sort of earthquake-like shake. Okay, and we're seeing that the Dwarven player is getting upgrades for his units. Those are forged blades right there. Can do a lot of damage with those. But the goblins are showing up. Oh, and we have the Watcher. And that was devastating. Very powerful ability. You don't want that summoned on your army, and that's exactly what happened here. Now all the other units have to keep their distance to not get smacked around. And Mordor is advancing here. We have multiple trolls, lots of orcs. Over here we have, again, just lots of units in play. We have Fire Drake. The Signal Fire is now under the control of, which player? May Shadow, the one Angmar player we have. This Signal Fire is still not being used. And I'm just checking the outpost situation. So, again, May Shadow is controlling this outpost. And here we have Valencia and Nagrim. So there's still a bunch of outposts in use. It's probably pretty tricky at this point to take out outposts when there's just units everywhere. It's very hard to get from one end of the map to the other without running into something. And yeah, there's just a lot going on. Look at this. This is crazy. I'm getting really bad lag spikes right now in terms of FPS because I'm recording on the highest settings on ultra high. And obviously there's lots of units. So yeah, if there's any way to make sure that there's lots of armies on the field is when you check your FPS just dropping a lot when you go to one. And we have snow trolls. I think one of the players just indicated that this base is under attack. And now we see the fortress being upgraded. We have these spider holes expansions being added to the fortress. And of course the fortress got an armor upgrade as well. And there comes the fire drake again. Okay, so the snow trolls are probably going to retreat at this point. Yeah, so I can't really switch too much to all the players. I'll just quickly press the arrows to see what they have. But really, there's just so many of them, there's so much going on that it's hard to keep up with everything. Here we have industry, that's a nice ability. It certainly is good for your economy. And which one is this? Oh, that's darkness, okay. And we have the Witch King on his fell beast summoned here. He can do quite a lot of damage. There's also a lot of archers shooting at him though, so he's gonna have to watch out for that. Let's just see what other powers we have. Oh, we have Dwarven Riches, plus 25 resources from all mine shafts, and it's passive. That's a very nice ability for the dwarves. Really helps your economy. What else do we have that's kind of high up? We have the worm that was used at some point. Again, couldn't really see it. There's just so much going on in this map. The Witch King just dismounted. He's just waiting here now. Probably regenerating his health. Let's see what else we have. Blight. That's a very nice ability. Oh, did it just... It just got used. Yeah, it just got used right now. So it's a very good way to turn an entire army into whites. You can just wipe it all out. So that was definitely a good use here. Look at all the whites on the map. And did I go through this play already? I don't think I did, because I remember a worm that was already half used. So yeah, we have another worm in play. And yeah, I think that kind of covers it. Just go back to the all players view. Let's just see if there's... Oh, we have a worm right here. That might have been that worm that just got summoned. So again, a worm can really take out a lot of units that are nearby. It can burn them all. And we see this army grouping up over here. Something interesting might happen. It looks like they're... Yep, they're going for the attack. Oh, and we have... How did I miss this? See, there's so much going on. We have a Balrog in play already. It's just... These players have been gaining power points really fast. This Balrog can do a lot of damage, but it's already at half health. Let's just see how much damage it can actually do. Oh, that attack was cancelled? Okay. Oh, okay, we have the whip being used. That took out that building right there, the Harajan Palace. They do quite a lot of damage, the Balrogs. But yeah, it's not going to last much longer. It's probably not even going to last until the time runs out. It's going to die before that. Let's see what else happens. Well, these canceled attacks are probably... Oh, okay. He's canceling the attacks to use his abilities. That was pretty good, because he took out 3 buildings at once. Good timing, too, because he's about to lose that Balrog. And there goes that building. So that was a nice use of the Balrog. A lot of those production buildings, unit production buildings, that is, are gone. And the Balrog is down. But yeah, that was definitely a pretty big blow struck to Striker. He'll probably rebuild them very fast with his economy, but at least it slows down his unit spam, which might help give the other team an upper hand. And here we have more units just everywhere. Okay, oh, someone... Oh, Gloin is getting butchered by this army, and he's coming back to fight them? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and we have Gimli as well. We have Dane. So we just have a bunch of Dwarven heroes just having an epic last stand. Oh, someone died. I think that was Gimli. Yep, I think he just used that ability that he gets. Was it Slayer, I think it's called? And, oh, is that a summoned citadel? I think it is, yep. And a worm is attacking it. And, okay, we have a mounted Witch King from Angmar. And Azog is trying to fight back. We have Gorkill. But they're outnumbered here. They're not going to be able to do much. And Gorkill's down. Did the Witch King just level up? Yes, he did. He's got Dread Wrath. Oh, did he just level up? He's got a lot of experience in level 2 already. I don't see any other heroes here. And then Fell Wind to slow down these goblins so they can't retreat. And the Spider Riders are down. We see here another beacon was placed to indicate that there's a problem. And let's see what we have over here. Again, another big battle. We have that citadel. It's going to go down, though. Those mountain giants are going to destroy it. There we go. And the worm is still fighting things. Are there any other big battles? Yeah, there's a little bit of harassment going on over here. Oh, I think I heard Men of Dale. I'm not sure where that was, though. It's unlikely I'll find out just by clicking around. Let's just watch what happens over here. I heard arrow volley. Sometimes I'm just relying on sounds because there's just so much going on. Oh, okay, there we go. That was effective. It took out a bunch of the goblins. Fire Drake is down, which is good news for Angmar. Now let's see. This army is a lot weaker than it was initially. It's not going to be able to do much more damage at this point, and with this goblin spam, it's not going to last very long. Now it looks like we have Kamul, another mounted fell beast, or mounted on a fell beast rather, and this signal fire has been taken by Striker. Okay, let's just check how things are going in terms of buildings. Again, this outpost is still destroyed. This one is still in play, and the beacon was placed here. What's going on over there? Well, we have hobbits, which I guess were summoned. Yeah, there's still a lot going on over here. And these are the summoned Men of Dale, probably from before. And the Watcher's been used to great effect. Yeah, there's just so much going on in this game. This is, I mean, it's very difficult to play a 4v4 game like this with a lot of spam factions because there's just so much action. Keeping up with this is just insane. I mean, even me, I'm just watching it. I'm not even actually playing. And I can't even see all the little things that are happening in this game. This is one of those games you'd have to watch multiple times just to get an idea of, oh, when was the Balrog summoned? When did this happen? When did this happen? Other times you might just hear the sound of the summon or something. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so Bushit's base is basically secure at this point, although there's a lot of fighting going on down here. So maybe not for long. Although I don't know if he... Yeah, there's more units coming, and it looks like the Witch King's showing up, and he's level 6. He's got his Screech ability. Now, this is crazy. This is a lot of action. Definitely an interesting game. And we have a level 1 Mouth of Sauron. I'm surprised there's still level 1 Mouth of Saurons around. Okay. Yeah, just jumping around. More Mountain Giants and... What was that? Arrow Volley? I think so. Yep. It was used there. And... It's just crazy how many unit production buildings there are around here. All you need is just a strong 25-point power to just take these out, because they're really close together. So if one of the other players manages to do that, it can really help ease the pressure on them. And the Eye of Sauron's moving around. Okay, so... Yeah, mainly the bases on this side, there's nothing really going on. And over here, there's a big battle. So now the pressure is on the East team to not lose, basically. The Mountain Giants down there. We have the level 7 Witch King. There's just lots of units here. It's hard to tell who's on what team now. Okay, Mental, I know he's on the East team, of course. Yeah, so... and Striker must be on the other team because they're fighting each other. And of course the Angmar player is also on the West team. I'm trying to remember who the Angmar player is, but it's hard to cover over these. May Shadow, okay. Yeah, so we have more Mountain Giants being produced. We have a couple of Rangers here, and oh, we have another Fire Drake. Oh, those Rangers are dead. Those Rangers are dead. They're not going to have a chance. Yeah, they're basically finished, and oh, was that Blight? It feels like Blight was used. Oh. Most of those units are being retreated, but they're already turning into whites. They don't have a lot of health. You can see here there's a huge number of whites already in play. It's even more fun using this ability against a spam faction in a giant army because you just see them all change. So see, most of this army was retreated to avoid turning them all into whites, but all the whites are showing up this way. Yeah, so Bushit's definitely going to have to... Well, yeah, he's definitely in trouble at this point because there's so much pressure on him. Even if this army is completely eliminated, there's new armies coming all the time. And we have the Watcher. Good use of the Watcher there. That was definitely a good thing, because that army was showing up. Basically just a level 1 Mouth of Sauron and one of these catapults that's left from this attack. And yeah, just another little small skirmish. And this outpost is being attacked. That's good. We want to take that out. And what else is going on? Let's see. Yeah, these bases are mostly fine. It's really just, I mean, all the pressure has been on Bushid on this side. And here, there hasn't been a lot of action recently on this side. How many Fell Beasts do we have? We have, which one is this? Kamul. We have, this would be Morgomir then. And is the Witch King somewhere? I don't know who summoned the Witch King, because I know we saw the level 7 Witch King. Oh, we have a Mumakil. This should be interesting. It's being produced. Again, there are some pikemen, like these half trolls. But for the most part, it's not. There aren't many pikemen, so that Mumakil can actually do a significant amount of damage. What's going on over here? A beacon was placed. Not really. Oh, hello. Oh, we have a mine shaft summoned. This is one of the powers available. Lazarus summoned it. This way he can directly attack this base. He doesn't have a lot of units right now. Oh, hello. That ability's being used. I always forget the name of the ability. It's the last ability you can get for a Mordor Fortress, the Gorgoroth Spire Fireball. That's what it's called. It's a Gorgoroth Spire that you build, and the fireball you can throw. Which is obviously useful here to take those guys out and to take out the building as well. But there's still a couple of dwarves here. I don't think they're probably not going to do much damage. And it looks like something's being summoned on top of them as well. Unless it's on, yeah, they're fighting the dwarves. Also, there's a lot of summons going on. Okay, something's going on here. There's lots and lots of goblins showing up. Finally, we see pressure on Striker. We'll see how he deals with this. There are a lot of Lancers. There's lots of units overall in here. A couple Mouths of Sauron. And where's the Man of Dale summoned somewhere? Oh, yeah. They're right here. Trying to take out all these... What? Really? I think... So, some of these summons were actually... Wow, the fortress went down. That is interesting. So, I was under the impression that it was just a small group of dwarves, but it looks like, I think some of the guys that were summoned, some of these wildmen and so on, were actually also on the same team as dwarves. So that would certainly have helped take out that fortress. So that's a pretty devastating blow. Which player was this again? This was Migrim. So he's lost his fortress. That's definitely not a good position to be in. The question is, does he have a builder somewhere? And I'll probably not find him if he does. I mean, look what's going on this map. It's just insane right now. Okay, so Fellwind. I love seeing Fellwind being used, just seeing everybody get thrown in. Nice timing. Nice timing with the arrow volley there. So they're all dead now. There might have been arrow volley or long shot. Actually, it's probably long shot, because yeah, it's probably the same player, the Angmar player, using it, and Angmar doesn't have arrow volley. Lots of work archers with fire arrows, just taking out these lancers, completely butchering them. Again, lancers are supposed to be good against archers, but if you have that many archers shooting at you, you're in trouble. And there's a couple of Mumakil. This guy's already level 4. And I want to see what happens here. Let's see. We have a bunch of pikemen showing up to stop the Mumakil. This troll is dying. Oh, hello. Oh! Yeah, so that power was used. That took out only a couple of buildings, though. There's still lots left. A lot more damage is going to need to be done than that. And we have another Fell Beast Kamul. We have Mumakil just charging through here, smashing everybody. They're not going to last that much longer. Let's just quickly check if anything else is going on throughout the map. Doesn't really look like it. And he's dead. That's a lot of resources. I think that's... some player got the scavenger ability. At some point, it might be multiple pairs. I don't know who got it. But definitely lots of resources there just from killing that Mumakil. Yeah, so the pressure's still mostly on the East team right now. And they're being attacked here as well. And we have another Mumakil in play. Yeah, so it's going to be hard at this point to hold them off. I mean, one player's lost his fortress. I still don't know if we have... Okay, I'm getting confused now because Yeah, there's a couple of resource buildings from different players, but I think it was Grim who was here. Just checking. Oh, we have a watcher somewhere. Okay. Just Mumakil just destroying everything. Losing health very quickly. They're all attacking the Mumakil. They do not want to get trampled. And it's dead. Okay, so here we have another large army heading west, trying to switch the pressure to the other team. But obviously there's still a bunch of units here. The Witch King is now level 3. Let's see, Azog is level 9. So that's good for him. And we have another bunch of goblins going west. What else do we have? Yeah, a couple of heroes are healing. And what? There's a large army here. Is this army from? That's mental. Yeah. So we're gonna see. These players being attacked here. Striker's base is gonna have to withstand some attacks. Yeah, there's just armies everywhere. What's that over there? Is that? Oh, it's Brand. Okay. He's level 6. I love this ability, his slam shot ability, because you can take out so many units at once if you just aim it properly. Something just got summoned that made the ground shake again. Oh, was that a dragon? Oh, there's a Balrog here. I'll focus on him. Nice, so the Balrog was just summoned. And he is flying. Let's see what he does. Maybe he'll take out the Mumakil pen. And he's heading, yep, he's heading right for it. He's going to want to take that out. There we go. Nice. Balrogs are really powerful. Gotta love it when they're summoned. Well, unless they're summoned against you, obviously. Let's see. Oh, we have Black Riders. The elite unit for Mordor. Balrog's about to die, though. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot more. He might be able to take out a bunch of these buildings if he's fast. There's another Mumak pen down. And what else is he going to do? Well, you can't really... I guess you can scream to try to chase them away, but yeah, it's not really an option. We have a dragon. So again, we have who summoned this? Bushet. So the pressure is really on the west now, although it looks like, whoa, there's a lot going on over here. There's lots of units moving around. So now both front players are dealing with it. Morgomir just got summoned because he's level 1 and no experience. Looks like he's getting away from this dragon. Let's just see. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Is this Migrim? Right, so he's got a fortress up here. But he might lose it. There's a lot going on here. I think these goblins are they Mental who's playing? Because I remember him being red. Yeah. And this is... Okay. So, yeah, that fortress is probably going to go down. Who actually summoned... I'm not sure who summoned the Balrog, but he's down. And we have Drogoth. Drogoth is in play. Again by Mental. Yeah, so Migrim is really in bad shape. It does look right now like the West team is going to win. It's going to be very hard to really come back from this. There was a nice attempt to destroy some buildings here, but really destroying a couple of buildings at this stage in the game is not that... I mean, it helps, but it's not game-changing. It's certainly not going to reverse everything that's happening on the east side. So, yeah, this fortress is about to go down. Someone died, some hero. Who is that? Gorkil killed them. I can't even... It's a dwarven hero by the looks of it, but I can't tell who. Okay, and there we go. Fortress is down. And Gimli is in trouble. He's running away. He's being chased. And we have a citadel summoned. And that's probably going to get destroyed at some point as well. There's just a huge battle going on here in the middle. We have... Oh, we have Karsh. I love Karsh. He's a great hero. And we have Hwaldar and we have Morgomir. Just 3 Angmar heroes running around. Or retreating, rather, by the looks of it. Okay. Just going around, seeing what else is going on. What else does McGrim actually have in terms of... Okay, is that his builder? Yes, it is. That's his builder. So he's definitely got unit production building somewhere, and he's going to want to use his builder to try to reconstruct his base, but it's going to be difficult at this point. Okay, so I really like Drogoth. He's a very useful hero. And he's using his fireball ability. Took out a couple of the archers there, Men of Dale. Oh, Watcher. I heard a Watcher. I don't know where it is, but I heard a Watcher. Oh, there we go. I always show up a second too late. It's right after they get summoned. And it's just getting demolished by the Citadel. Look at it, just shooting it. Now, the Watcher's probably going to die before the time even expires at this rate. Oh, hello. Brand used his slam shot. And the Watcher went down. I heard him die. There's just so much going on right now. Bushit's base seems okay. Not a lot of damage was done, really. Oh, hello, Shadow the Wolf and Balrog. Oh, yeah, I love it when they're both on the same, summoned in the same place. Are they on the same team? Obviously, Mage Shadow's Angmar is west. And I think Skunk was on the same team? Probably. But the thing is, can they actually do a lot of damage? They can certainly take out a lot of these buildings. But you really need to keep the pressure up on Bushit right now to stop him at this point. The fortress is probably safe. It's not going to really do anything. Let's see. Oh, then we have the Balrog breathing fire. Doing lots of damage. But again, look, this is where all the production really is. Right here. This needs to be destroyed if the other team wants to really have a chance. Yeah, they're on the same team. They're just running past each other. Or are they? Yeah, I think they're on the same team. The Balrog just got unsummoned. Well, his timer ran out. Shade of the Wolf's still around. He can do a bit of damage. And I think I heard Darkness being used. We have a Worm, which just died. I missed it being summoned. Bushit's base is under attack. We have catapults. Those catapults don't get destroyed. And we have another Balrog. Yet another Balrog. Who summoned this one? Bushit summoned this one. So this is his defense, I guess. Yeah, those catapults are gone. Now there's pressure to try to take out these caves. The Balrog is going to make short work of these guys. There we go. That was a Screech ability being used, or Scream, whatever it's called. Scream, yeah. Frighten nearby foes. It's definitely helping to keep these guys at bay, but they're still managing to destroy quite a few buildings. What's going on up here? This army's going this way. And we have... Yeah, Magrim has another fortress. So he's lost, what, 2 fortresses now? He's still around. Yeah, it's interesting to see how long the game has gone, and still, it's kind of a... There hasn't... I mean, obviously, Magrim took a pretty heavy beating, but other than that, nobody's really suffered very badly. And Striker's base is just doing fine. Now, let's see if anything else is going on. Yeah, this is just Angmar retreating. It's not an attacking army, although we have, by the looks of it, Valencia over here with a few troops. Not too many, but, you know, every bit helps, I guess. Let's see. It looks like we're going to have another battle here in Drogoth. Okay. So now it's starting to look like... I don't know who's going to win. Because it looks like the East team survived pretty well considering what happened to them. And I think a lot of units just died from that. Drogoth's trying to take out more guys. Let's see. Okay, so we have Rogash, level 3 already. I never see them level up. There's just so much going on in this game. What's the Witch King at now? Level 4. Okay. Shelob just got summoned for the first time by the looks of it, by Valencia. And Gothmog is here. And we have another Mumakil heading from the north. We have a Mouth of Sauron, almost level 6, just about. Where were Angmar's unit production buildings? Were they up here somewhere? Were they taken out at some point? I don't even know. Oh, no, up here. This is where they are. Just up here. Okay, so... Oh, Dragon was summoned. Yeah, at this point we're going to see so many 25-point powers being used. Anytime somebody attacks with an army, there's probably going to be one just there to destroy it. And... looks like the dragon is flying. Landing right there, okay. It's about to die, though. Almost out of health. And it's gone. Okay, now what's going on over here? Still quite a few units. Worm over there. We have Drogoth, who's actually quite low on health right now. But he's probably going to be fine. He can easily retreat if things get really bad. Yeah, so pressure on Bushit again, but it looks like it's manageable, really. Although, it looks like the catapults did quite a lot of damage to his fortress. But he's going to survive this unless more units show up right now. Yeah, and he's building more expansions for his fortress right now. It doesn't look like all the goblin caves got replaced. I feel like there were more before. Although some of them are up here now, so maybe they just got moved around. It's always a nice position to be in, being right at the back. You're not going to get attacked for a long time. Mental's been playing very well in this game, and he's certainly helped him that he's in a nice, safe position. He can definitely, he's going to have a pretty secure economy. He's got all these high-level buildings here that are probably not going to get attacked anytime soon. Even the 25-point powers, if anything gets summoned somewhere, it's probably not going to get summoned back there. It's going to be the front bases. And Hellbeast just got destroyed. Was that the Balrog using the whip? Look like it. We just have a war of heroes going on here. There's just tons of heroes. Gothmog got summoned. We have a Balrog here. There's just so many Balrogs at this point. It's just impossible to keep track of them all. And let's see. The Balrog is taking out some buildings. Still, it'll take a lot to bring down Bushit by the looks of it. And Mental's production buildings up here. Let's see. Oh, this slaughterhouse is just hanging in there right now. And his fortress is under attack again. This could be bad. We've got Haradrim archers. We've got, I think, trolls attacking the fortress. The fortress is probably going to go down. We have Angmar here as well. We have, who summoned this? Again, was this a striker? Okay. I think, which side striker on? Well, the fortress is down. That's bad news for Bushit right now. I think the Witch King used one of, what was that? Looked like one of those Morgul Blade abilities. And the Balrog is just destroying everything right now. There's a bunch of buildings here badly damaged. The Balrog is done. He's run out of time. But Angmar still has some units down here. Let's see what Bushit can do to recover from this. Well, for one thing, he can build some unit production buildings somewhere else. I don't know if he has. He might have already. But most importantly, does he have a builder? Because this is not a situation you want to be in. You lose your fortress and you don't have any builders. At that point, I mean, it's probably game over. I mean, unless the other teams were really badly damaged and couldn't do anything, but that's obviously not the case. And here we go. That's Valencia's fissure going down. I see Valencia getting attacked. Yeah, Bush's base basically got wrecked here. Although he's still like, a bunch of these buildings didn't get completely destroyed. And we have a Balrog? Yes, we do. We summoned this one. Mental summoned a Balrog. Take out Angmar. And targeted the Witch King right away. But he managed to tank it. Let's see if he runs away. It might be wise at this point. And we have lots of units showing up. Yeah, so that attack is over. It's not going to go anywhere for Angmar. And Watcher summoned. Meant to also summon the Watcher to take out more troops. Yeah, so it definitely looks like the team on the left has clear upper hand. I mean, just looking at what's left over here, there's not much. Although these buildings are going to be rebuilt if they don't get destroyed. They're just in ruins right now. They can be resurrected, although it looks like they're being attacked. Because we have mortar catapults, so this could be bad. And we have more units showing up. Yeah, it's clear at this point how... Oh, we have a Shade of the Wolf. Angmar summoned a Shade of the Wolf, took out that army, and now it's heading this way. Were those the goblins that took them out in the first place? I think they were. Yeah. And all these... Yeah, it looks like all the production buildings, unit production buildings here are just gone. We should probably retreated somewhere. Might be back here. Look at this. We have a Watcher. We have a Worm. This fortress is going down. This game is practically over. We have another fortress here. Bouchet's... Yeah, he built a fortress here. But it's not going to last very long. So the game is basically over at this point. It's just a matter of cleaning things up. It really has been very interesting. So many Balrogs. There's even a couple of Shades of the Wolf. Considering there's only one Angmar player, it's been summoned quite a few times. And of course lots of other powers like Watchers, Worms, and so on. There's just so much of Mordor and Goblins in this game. You knew there was going to be a lot of action. And the game didn't disappoint. Oh, here we go. That's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. And that's going to go down. Of course, it took out the army that was attacking it as well, but not that it matters at this point, because it's obvious that the West team is going to win. Except the Dwarven heroes are still around. All of them here. And we have Black Riders. We have the Shade of the Wolf showed up to finish things off by the looks of it. Okay, he howled. Looks like he's going to disappear. And he did. This is going to end. A Balrog, because why not? Let's add another one. Oh, Bouchet summoned him. This is his last effort to stop this, but it's not going to be enough. You can do quite a lot of damage. Set them all on fire there. That was a nice way to end the game. With the Balrog's death. Yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting game. It was quite lengthy. It looked like, for the most part, the left team had the advantage. But there were a few points where it looked like, hey, maybe the team on the right can actually turn this around. But it didn't end up that way. But still, it was a very interesting game. Just, it's always fun. When you have lots of 25-point powers, it's an awesome game. You know it's going to be an awesome game. And, you know, you tend to see a lot of stuff happening in 4 versus 4. So, yeah, this was a great game. Again, it was on patch unofficial 2.02. If you're watching this video on YouTube, go to gamereplays.org. You can find the Rise of the Witch King section there, and you'll find you know, basically a community here, and you can also download the 2.02 patch if you want to try it for yourself. You got to see it at play there. And yeah, this was a very interesting game, and I really enjoyed watching this. It was definitely a lot of fun. Thank you to the people who recommended it to me, and I'll definitely be doing more commentaries like this in the future, so I'll see you guys later.